No, the quiz you will be seeing is from the original user. To avoid copyright issue, I cut out the parts from the original video and added with a different effect. That way it will not cause any copyright issues. Basically, though, I just cut out from the original video, not the full part. I hope this will be helping for the YouTube community and enjoy the video. Enjoy. The apocalypse. Basically, now anything could happen. A zombie attack, global warming, or even a riot that caused many things and also tore apart the government as well. Basically, now there are many aware, such as new creatures, or even sometimes, outlaws that can do anything to steal your food, water, and of course, your weaponry. Yep, based on that. However, to prepare yourself to the apocalypse, you need a bunch of weapons, arsenal, food, water, and so much more to take on anything might happen based on zombies or pretty much the outlaws as well. Basically enough, this is where we let these two combat each other to see who will be the victor, such as Frank West, Wilmot Zombie Survivor of the Dead Rising series, and Sweet Tooth, the violent victor of the Twisted Metal series. My name is Deso24 and my job to analyze these two combatants to see who will win in a deadly duel. Yes, Wilmot. You see, in the Dead Rising universe, Wilmot was the first city that were victimized by the zombie virus, by known by the Patriots. However, there's one person that able to manage to fight the zombie apocalypse not once, not twice, but 3 times, 2 times, and even a non-canon event. And you can guess what this man's name is? Well, here's the thing. Well, the name is Frank West. You see, one day Frank heard of this strange thing back in Wilmot, and basically enough, he thought this as a war, where basically enough, now people are starting to riot, so he decided to went down there and Wilmot. And what he discovered isn't actually what it seems. Turns out he's actually in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
What? Did you just say zombies?
Yeah, at first he didn't know, but for a man like him, and also the porter, Frank had proven that he's 10 times more than a normal man. Heck, thanks to his knowledge skills, and even though he never actually aimed a firearm, he's surprisingly good at it. Plus, since he had the shopping mall and also the areas, Frank had to improvise to create weapons out of some random junk. But we'll get to that later. Let's talk about his normal standard. So basically enough, in the Dead Rising series, like any human, Frank also has some pretty impressive arsenal, such as his baseball bat, his handguns, shotguns, a toilet plunger, a chainsaw, a boomerang, a water gun, and no, I wish I wasn't actually kidding about that, and his unique Nikon D100 camera, which, in my opinion, it can actually act like a flash bomb. And remember I said about using junk? Well, he can use his junk to make incredible weapons, such as the paddle saw, where he tied two chainsaws into a paddle and used it as like a bow staff, or his electric crutcher, using a bunch of car battery and a sledgehammer, making him immune to mortals, and there's several, including an exosuit that combined with Furby machine as well. And strangest thing, Frank also can able to transform to any Capcom characters thanks to the arcade machine I forgot to mention, such as he can transport to Mega Man X, Ryu, Akuma, Morgan from the Darkstalker series, Hagar, the same guy who can able to take on main thing, Bass, Dante, Viewing Joe, Azun, and surprisingly, Zombie Frank, where he went fighted by Zombie, but then later on being cured. Overall, Frank had proven in several feats that no man can able to think of. He has slaughtered thousands of zombies, a flawless record against military opponents, defeated several psychopaths and murderers in each game, except for Chuck Green and Nick Grimm's, fought off zombies for 72 hours, and even survived a fall from a helicopter at the beginning of Dead Rising. However, Frank is actually perfect. He's still a mortal man. He can be killed by anyone. Plus, even though with his combination weapons and his normal standard weapons, he can actually run out of ammo, and he have died, well, once in the DLC story. However, even though with that, Frank has proven several times he can overcome anything to zombies, murderers, and psychopaths. For those who might be aware of the legendary Frank West. Twisted Metal, the founder and the man who behind all the chaos is named Calypso. You see, Calypso owns the Twisted Metal tournament, and based on how anyone could enter, whether psychopaths, racers, or maybe even some psychopaths that really know to kill anyone to grant their wish. And that includes the main man himself, Sweet Tooth. Now, before Sweet Tooth was a psychopath we know today, he was known as Marcus Kane. Marcus had a lovely family, has a lovely job as an ice cream man, and have a very nice life. However, like any personnel character, he have a dark side in him. Not like the 4 Star Wars, but kind of like a Killer Instinct version as well. Every time that Marcus came, however, the voice inside him come as well. Keep dragging him to force him to do anything. That includes driving him mad. Every day he heard this voice. However, until one various day, when he heard his voice again, he answered. So to make sure he caught his new persona, he carved a face and entering his voice, his head, to the main world, and basically enough in the result of killing Marcus. And there's a new man in town named Needles, and together they became an unstoppable force before regulating any people. However, Sweet Tooth was later on being captured by the police finally once more, and he was later cursed by a man named Preacher to suffer the fire of hell. That stated that his hair will be forever on fire until he died. In rage, he escaped the electric chair after being electrified, but then later on beat up by a bunch of guards, and the result, not his brightest day. However, Calypso, when I mentioned before, had freed him and decided to enter him in the Twisted Metal tournament. With this, he heard rumors about Calypso can grant one wish. He could finally end the everlasting pain in his mind forever cursing for his life. Or just wish for a bunch of ice cream. I mean, come on, what do you expect with just one wish? And no, Calypso is not a genie, he's just a devil. For a psychopathic clown like Needles himself, he's a pretty vital character in the Twisted Metal's genre, well, before it got missing in 2012. However, Sweet Tooth, aka Marcus / Needles, have proven that several times he can able to take on anything. And, like a psychopath, he had plenty of arsenal to go with it. Like his signature machete, a giant-sized machete can't even rival against Jason Voorhees. Knowing that he also have a Burris, and also he have a rocket launcher, a 12-gun shotgun, a chainsaw that wants to give Leatherface run for his money, and landmines? Yeah, you just heard me. He have landmines. But that's barely scratched what he have one more vehicle, which is the Sweet Tooth Van. With the Sweet Tooth Van, it have dual Gatling guns, missiles, and even a laughing ghost act like a missile, and can able to shapeshift to Sweet Bots, can able to grant him flight, have a Gatling gun for a hand. The Sweet Sun can able to destroy a building that includes the Statue of Liberty, anyone or Las Vegas, and the Laughing Death. You know where he drew his whole head to cause much more explosion than other. Sweet Tooth is a monster. He once sold a Twisted Metal tournaments several times. In numerous times, in fact, he killed Calypso twice, murdered an entire hospital of people while finding his own daughter, run the Twisted Metal once in a non-canon event, and surprisingly survived the electric chair and escaped after being electrified by it. However, Sweet Tooth isn't actually perfect. He's been tricked by many people who is smarter than him. That include Calypso, that even causing his quote-unquote death by Calypso in the last game. He have only knowledge on murdering people, so that even lack on intelligence. However, Sweet Tooth is a force to be reckoned with, and not even Preacher or Calypso can stop this psychopathic champion.
That's your wish? You want a facelift?
Not quite. We've been doing this a long time, haven't we? You hold a Twisted Metal, I kill and destroy for you. I make a wish, you continue to sit on your throne, surrounded by your guards and women. I think you've had enough fun for a while.
Alright, combatants have been done allies. Before I reveal the winner, let's go to so that you guys voted last time. Shall we? Let's go. For over 31 votes, Frank get 97% and Sweet get 3% of the voting. Now basically there's only 2 comics, so let's do this, shall we? Let's go. Anyway, Z-Dog S stated that Frank should take it due to max creativity, better stats, and just being a better fighter unless ST gets his refund. Also, I use his fan art to make a thumbnail. So thanks for showing this fan art, Z-Dog S. You're pretty good at it. Go and make it yours as well. However, let's go to the results, shall we? Let's go see who won. Let's go. And the winner between the Apocalypse Warriors in video game history is Sweet Tooth. Oh boy, I'm getting a lot of Dead Rising fanboys gonna rage at me for this one, huh? Alright, so just a heads up, I am aware that Frank West based off 2 clowns in the past, but Sweet Tooth isn't actually like those, like Anno and his brother, so basically enough, safe to say that this matchup would end it with some random results. But speaking of which, let's go to the 4 categories, shall we, to see how Sweet Tooth won. Now let's go with speed. Now basically enough, both of them at their best are just human, and basically enough, it would be superhuman or athlete level. However, with Sweet Tooth's truck, there's no doubt that Sweet Tooth can able to take on Frank, even though Frank does have his combo vehicles as well. However, Sweet Tooth is just much more faster in his van. So overall, the B match I'm giving to is none other than Sweet Tooth. Now for strength. Now, while the both of them can able to go toe-to-toe with main opponents, and thanks to Frank West's combination weapons, it will be a challenge for Sweet Tooth. However, thanks to the research from Torrent Oak Cleave, it stated that with the sweet spot that Sweet Tooth has, it can able to destroy buildings, large building levels, while Frank West is just small level. So basically now, strength and Great Tooth is Sweet Tooth. Now for the challenges, it's pretty clear who gonna get this. It's Frank West, because due to the amount of cleverness that Sweet Tooth and also the spirit combat during thanks to the fact he went to wars, there's no doubt how Sweet Tooth ever achieved, because it's only through the challenges, it's just by through massive murders. So overall, the challenge advantage I am giving to is Frank West, because let's be honest, Sweet Tooth challenge is below average. Now for durability, this is actually a R1. So if I were guessing, man, I had to give it to Sweet Tooth because his impressive durability feats are impressive since he was able to survive an electric chair and even surviving each of Twisted Metal tournaments, while Frank just survived a helicopter fall and also a zombie apocalypse. So overall, the durability advantage I am giving to is the one and only Sweet Tooth. So overall, even though Frank does have much more arsenal than Sweet Tooth, even much more intelligence, but Sweet Tooth just has a better speed, strength, and durability thanks to his Sweet Spot and Sweet Tooth band. So even though with the combination weapons with Frank arsenal, it wasn't enough to take down Sweet Tooth. I mean, you're dealing with a clown that survived Twisted Metal. So overall, I guess the last laugh was on Frank. The winner is Sweet Tooth.
Moving, I'm throwing the Shoryuken, thinking you the best and proving to start duking. Nah, Bob quick, they hit you with God fist, shoulder flip, arm twist, your threats are harmless. I'm the road warrior, walking around in dysphoria. All you moves are flash, trash, I'm ignoring them. Everywhere that I roam, I'm a foreigner. Better hear me, your warnings up, or I leave them off on your chest for the coroner. I'm bringing the drama, I'ma kick the flame out your dragon mouth, just tap out. The whole world's against me, so what's another piano rattle? The blood inside of me, you'll be dead to the eons. You ain't ready to face the hard streets. I rock and mock speed and Tasamaki. Hurricane for your pain, I just knocked my phone. And if they last a few